Hello everyone, this is Take from Bigheadtaco.com and I'm coming to you here from, I call it Graffiti Alley, but I am here standing on a skateboard and wearing my Rico GR t-shirt because Rico is now, it actually owns Pentax. And this is just kind of a quick review of my Pentax Q-S1, my Pentax Q-S1 review camera, and it's such a quirky camera. I just had to review it. And as I mentioned in my other reviews, I had a choice between the Pentax 645Z or this camera, and I actually chose this one to review. And one of the reasons why, all right, AJ, come in right now. This is, no, I want you in right now. Oh, no, just stand right next to me here. How's it going, AJ?
Good.
This is AJ McCallister. So your Instagram account is at...
It's my first and last name, AJ_McAllister.
There you go. So we met and I actually featured you on my main Instagram account.
Yeah, that was the first time.
This is the first time we met, and you had your Pentax Q.
I had my Q.
And
I had the first one though.
The Q, yeah, the original Q. And after having a conversation with you, that's actually the main reason why I chose to review this, because you're a cool guy, skateboarder, photographer, motorcyclist. Did I already say skateboarder? Skateboarder.
Yeah.
So I thought, why is this cool guy carrying this small camera? And you kind of explained your philosophy. So what was your philosophy behind the Pentax Q?
Well, since being a skateboarder, I've been hanging out with photographers and videographers quite a bit, being the guy who's throwing themselves down stuff. And,
yes.
And after a while, you know, you start getting just interested in what they're doing as well,
yes.
you know what I mean? So I learned a lot about light. And then while I was in China, back in 2010, I believe, or maybe 11, we were in this old camera mall, and there's literally like these little shacks of guys, and they're surrounded by hundreds of film SLR cameras. And just seeing that and seeing all my friends shooting photos and all that kind of stuff got me really intrigued and really interested. So I talked to my professional photographer friend. He's actually a chief editor and full photographer of Concrete Powder magazine.
Oh, cool.
And he's like, try the K1000, which is a staple student camera, right?
Yeah.
So, and the light meter is just this little ticker,
this little
that
thing
goes
outside.
up, down. Yeah, it's really easy to use, very user friendly, and that taught me what everything means on a digital platform. So automatically it translates into digital. Mm-hmm. So I shot with the K1000 with a 50mm lens for about a year and a half, and then I realized
with Pentax.
Yeah,
you're brand loyal.
Well, my uncle shoots Nikon. He's like, Nikon,
okay.
And then he's like, get a Nikon, and I already had this, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then I noticed that the digital format is a lot cheaper on my wallet after developing and all that stuff. So
it's very hipster to shoot film, but it's very expensive too.
Yeah,
I'd
enjoy it. I still like doing it.
Of course, the process is fun.
Yeah, exactly. But I never took it in photo, or never took it in school or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I got a K7, which is an intermediate semi-pro,
crop sensor.
Like I think it was a full aluminum or magnesium body, so you could shoot in the rain and stuff like that. It was perfect for Vancouver because it rains a lot here. And I noticed it was just so big, and I wasn't taking it everywhere with me where I really wanted to take it everywhere.
On your motorcycle, on your skateboard,
anywhere.
You went. You're a mobile guy.
You're
hard to track down.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yes.
Free spirit, as we call it, I'd say. And then I seen the reviews on it. There was no reviews on it. And I just was like, oh, that's a cool cool little camera.
We're doing one now.
At one point, this was actually considered the smallest interchangeable lens camera in the world.
I think it still is.
It was like 2010 or something.
I think it still is.
It might be. Like Nikon's making them now, and then
but not as small as this.
Other people are making them.
Yeah.
So then I got that, and then I had a little 50mm lens, which is
in your pocket.
It's the first lens that it came with,
which is the Prime.
Which is a little Prime.
That's right.
So they call it the one here.
Let's work out the math. So as you're talking about here,
standard one.
Yes.
And I think it's equivalent to a 50mm.
Close to
just
50
under.
With that sensor.
So
with the 1/2.3 inch sensor.
Exactly. So this sensor is a lot smaller. It's like a regular point and shoot sensor.
Yes.
Comparative to the new guy.
Yes.
Which is the Q-S1.
That's right. And the Q7 has the same size sensor.
Oh yeah, but that one, I was looking through it, and
Yes.
this one came out, and then the 7 and the 10 were plastic bodies.
Yes.
And I've been really fan when I had the K7, it was that magnesium body.
Yes.
And it just felt real. You know, I like stuff that's built with quality.
Yeah.
And it'll last longer, and it's just you can feel the quality there, and and you can still feel it with this. It's nice little weight to it. I'd say it's about like 2 pounds maybe.
Not even 2 pounds,
Not
my
even?
friend. No,
Not even?
I bet you it's
Okay.
like I don't know what
Maybe
it is, but it's
maybe
nothing.
a pound and a half. I don't
No,
know.
not even a pound.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
it's
crap.
super
Okay,
light.
no
yeah,
way.
yeah. But so I was trying to find the 50 mil lens. Actually, I think it's discontinued now, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so that's the treasure that, my friend.
No way.
That's a very nice lens. So that, it's probably close to 50. So this will be like closer to probably a 40 mil.
Yeah.
So because of the sensor difference, sensor size difference, of course, you're going to get better dynamic range, higher resolution images. However, you will get better telephoto with this. Because it's a smaller crop, but then I get better wide angle. So the standard zoom that you have, the 5 to 15, so you do 5 times 5.6, which works out to about 28 mil.
Yeah.
It starts off wide.
Oh,
this one is 5 times 4.6, so it's 23.67 or
I'm not good
whatever.
at math.
I'm not good at And then on the far end, 15, right? So it says 50. So actually smart that they didn't put 28 to 80.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
they have their own way of gauging.
So that's the actual focal
millimeters.
length. It's 5 millimeter
Focal length,
based on that, but equivalency it's like a 23 to 64, and that's going to be a 28 to 80. So you get the advantage of a little bit wider on this one.
Yeah.
But
have you noticed the difference between the two, or like?
Well, the difference
I guess
is
you haven't shot with this one.
no,
yet,
I haven't. I have to track you down.
Yeah, you had to find me.
Yeah, so I found you now. But I want to showcase one of the lenses you had mentioned why you really like. So the 50 is cool. It's
50's
prime.
fun.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll play with it while
Prime
you
is fun.
show the other lens here. So I'll pop this on.
I actually got that one first, and then I got the they call it the number 3. It's the fisheye. And being a skateboarder, we like getting up really close into the action.
Yeah.
And
like
just
even the GoPros,
getting
right?
all up in there. Yeah.
It's all like
it's
all
semi
about- yeah.
semi GoPro S. The GoPro's wider. This one's about 160 degrees
degree angle
of the width.
Yeah.
And the rad thing is, you can just pop anything off.
And they call it a toy lens. Here, I'll hold that. Actually, you know what? You can fit that in your back pocket. They call it a toy lens, but it's not a toy.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Fun.
It's just the funnest little fish.
Yeah, it's not autofocus. It has a near and far. We talked about it. We don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Near actually, it doesn't seem to work, and far, but it's probably near is macro, and far is probably just like infinity. But it does. You're right. It does seem to work best. I want to take pictures of him, and we'll. Have you taken a picture?
I'm going video already.
Are you?
I'm videoing you, videoing me.
Are you videoing? Okay.
And now I'm out of batteries.
Are you out of batteries? Oh, too bad.
That's the one thing I need is more batteries.
More batteries. Now, I like it too because on this camera, so that's 160 degrees. I think this is like 180.
So you might get the full.
This is
might get the full
so yours is like equivalent to about like an 18 mil or 17 mil.
Yeah,
this goes down to like 14 mil.
No way.
So let's swap.
Very cool.
Let's swap. So here's the 50 mil.
This is cool too. Hey, we're going from the first gen to the newest gen.
The newest gen. Yeah, and as you were mentioning, this is like an all magnesium alloy body. So this is actually an amazing. Like, have you felt the weight of this?
It just feels good. Yeah.
Feel this one. It's about the same still?
It's about the same.
It's the same, yeah. But this is, the build quality of this camera is actually pretty, like people, I had a guy that had a Leica, and he played with this. He's like, wow, this is built really nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, or I mean, obviously you've noticed, but one of the cool things about this camera is it actually has left slot for battery, right?
Yeah,
and then right slot for memory card. And a lot of higher end cameras don't even have that. They have the one slot on the bottom that has both battery and memory card.
So it's both.
And what people like about that is if this is on a tripod, you can access your battery or anything.
Exactly.
Not just a tripod, but if you have any kind of a thing based on the bottom,
so you have a handle
you can still access the battery and the memory card on this camera. But as well, the tripod mount is directly in the center. And people like that because if you pivot that on a tripod, you get a perfect pivot. Where if this is off to the side, the pivot's off.
Yeah.
So if you're doing like a panoramic scene, or you're following the moon and you're doing multiple exposure, it stays dead center.
The really rad thing that I actually liked about it, and that will go well with that tripod movement, is there's a time lapse feature.
Yes,
The
exactly.
time-lapse feature is really fun to play with.
Yeah.
And you can shoot it in RAW as well, but you have to stitch the time-lapse together.
Yes.
Whereas it does a JPEG one, and it'll stitch it all there for you and create a little video.
But RAW is good because unlike other brands, this is proprietary RAW. I mean, that's not proprietary. It's the DNG RAW, which almost all apps will open, like Photoshop.
Oh,
and stuff like that. So
okay.
yeah, so other brands, their RAWs are kind of proprietary. You have to get special software. This is the standard DNG, and which is what most people want.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyways,
I'm learning as well.
Exactly. So maybe we will do a shoot off sometime soon. We're in this very busy alley here, and hopefully we don't get run over. But AJ, thank you so much for coming with, I'm on my skateboard, so he's actually here. Let me just step down here. So this is actually how tall AJ is. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
once we finish this video, you can show me some tricks.
Sure.
I want to know how to do a flip kick or something.
Kick flip.
Kick, and you did the eyebrows.
Backwards.
Oh, did I say flip kick?
Yeah, you said flip kick.
Oh, man alive. So, okay, well, teach me how to do a kick flip.
I'll show you the concept.
You show the concept, and then we'll maybe take a few more pictures, and then we'll talk more cameras. So thank you for watching. I always end off by doing click, click. So if you put your camera to your eye, pretend that there's a viewfinder in here. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Click, click.
Click. That's all you need to do is just cruise. You just need to cruise.
Because I was explaining to David, my generation invented the tricks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Ronnie Mullen, Tony
Hawk was like, when I was 12, he was like 17.
Yeah. So you were looking up to him.
Kids' generation before me, like Back to the Future, that scene where the skateboarders, nobody did tricks.
It was like a scooter, and then he took the.
But even in the 70s, remember the little guys?
Yeah, the banana board.
We just used it to go to school and back. Like nobody really did tricks on skateboards.
Yeah, it was more like just sidewalk surfing.
Yeah,
right?
and then there was no YouTube. There was no indie TV channel. So you just heard rumors of guys doing cool tricks in swimming pools.
I'm like the in-between stage, like
where
it's in between VHS and DVDs, and if someone did a trick, then you would be like, oh, I gotta find that VHS to see this new trick that we couldn't comprehend.
Do something cool for me, like something that I can't possibly do.
All right, I'll try. I just see the needle. It's just a 180. It's the easiest one in the book.
Is it really?
I'd say that was one of the first tricks I learned.
Well, okay. I always wonder, how do people do kickflips? I don't understand the concept. Like, how are you kicking it up?
Do you understand how the ollie? You gotta do the ollie first. You gotta take baby steps.
Okay, show me the ollie here.
So then the ollie is just like leaning back.
Yeah.
And as you're doing this in this motion, you want to jump with it. So you want to lean back, and then you slide your front foot up, so that levels out the board.
Okay.
While you're jumping.
Okay, so you do that one.
So then, I've been skateboarding for 10 years, so it's
I haven't skateboarded in 25 years.
It's a full decade under my belt here.
Okay, so is it better if I'm further back like this?
I think it doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with.
But basically I'm using this outside of my right foot.
Yeah, you want to slide that up as you jump down. You got the concept though.
Yeah, I got the concept. I don't have the skill. So a lot of people have concepts.
But that's the nice thing about skating is no one's there to tell you what to do or how to do it. You can kind of just figure it out.
Okay, so that's the ollie. So do the full kickflip. So then
the kickflip is the same concept, but instead of when you're sliding that foot up.
See, you can even see the wear marks just on there, right? Because you're always.
You can just I destroy my shoes after a while.
No, but that's why I wore my older shoes here.
Nice.
My worn out shoes. Yeah.
So you just slide her up, and then when you get to that ollie point, you just flick it even harder.